Good morning. Thanks for joining us at the Preferred Adventure Center for another episode of Trailblazer Tuesday. So today, and I'm kind of stepping back because I did this whole thing on time management. I forgot the last lesson. I can't believe this one went away from me. And actually, sometimes I think this should have been the first one because you probably get the most bang for your buck out of this. All right? It's something called the Sunday Plan. And I recommend, I learned it from a website, a guy named Darren Hardy, and we'll put the link in the comments so you can get to it. And I recommend you go there. Now, he's trying to sell you something, so the video on how to use it is a little bit long, but he tells the story much better than me. And you can download the page to do this on and some other information. It is free, but it's really, really useful. And I waited to try it out for quite some time before I decided it was something you could stick with for months and months, and it actually works. Okay, so the idea is you take 15 minutes, and that's about all it takes on a Sunday. You plan your week to some extent, and your week ends up working so much better, okay? Unless you have like yesterday where you have a computer problem and the whole thing blows up. But it'll work out, don't worry. So anyways, you have this piece of paper, and it basically has a title to it, and it's divided into 4 quadrants, right? Up on the top, you put your purpose statement. If you don't have a purpose statement, we've kind of talked on some other videos that you should, and we're coming out with a class to help, or online course to help you find one. But it's real important, and you should be able to write that up there from memory. If you don't know your purpose statement by heart, it's not real in your life, okay? But put it up there because it really matters, all right? And then, each of these quadrants, there's goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3. You can't really work on more than 3 goals in a week. That's really it, okay? So, you need to put them in order. Most important, 1, 2, 3. And you write your goal up here on all of them. And the 4th one is Devil's Vortex. And then you go through the things you need to do in the week, or you supposedly need to do in the week. And you write them, does that item belong under goal 1, goal 2, or goal 3? Anything that doesn't go in one of those, you write under Devil's Vortex. If you're really focused on getting something important accomplished in your week, now I realize we can't ignore everything in the Devil's Vortex, but if you ever get to a point in your life where you can, the idea is you go to your calendar then when you're done filling this out, because you'll have a list of things to do here, and one, you'll know where you need to put your most energy because you'll have the longest list. You'll also probably recognize that one of these goals that you said was important is being terribly neglected because you don't have any task underneath that goal, or you have one, you know? And so you'll very quickly visually get an idea of whether you're actually living up to your purpose or not, because either your goals won't match your purpose or you won't be doing something that's an important goal. And then you'll have all this stuff in the Devil's Vortex. It's called the Devil's Vortex because those are the things that'll wreck your week. And those are the things that'll keep you from getting done the important things. And most of the time, and it really works, most of the things that end up in here, they're really not your problem. And they're screaming urgency, but they're really not important. You know, they're just stuff. That's not true every time. But everything that's in here, here, and here, those are real important. Then you pull out your calendar. And you just take a few minutes. And you put some time on one day for this, another day for that, another day for that, and then here and here. So you're going to end up spending a little more time if you do 5 days. If you do 6, you can do them each, you know. But you can, if you're doing 1 a day, you'll end up spending 2 focused periods here and 1 here, which is probably the way it really ought to work. And then you take this thing, and I carry mine in my briefcase in a folder, and I have the last couple weeks. It does make it easy, because I can look back and I can see which ones I checked off last week and where I actually got something done and where I didn't. All right? But if you do this on Sunday, before your week gets started. Because once your week starts, you're going to be spending so much time in here, you're going to forget about these things. You do this on a Sunday, you'll end up at least spending some time every week doing some things that are important. And you'll see where you're actually, if you're neglecting a goal, or if you're have something that's real important and you have an awful lot to do, and you'll feel good when you get close to getting that one of them done, so you can get it out of there and put another goal up there. But it'll help you focus, and it really, really does work. On the website, I think if you Google Darren Hardy Sunday Planner, I think it'll come right up. But if not, like I said, we'll put a link in with the Trailblazer Tuesday comments or something. Any questions? Wow, that's so good you left you all speechless, huh? All right. Well, remember, life is never going to be a walk in the park. So don't go on a walk, go on an adventure.